got seats. It's not doing fucking food. Is it? Not doing food at all. It's stress.
I don't know what you're stressing about, mate. You're stressing about a sweet.
I don't want a sweet, thank you.
I mean, that, doing a 3-point turn there, is an everyday occurrence for an adventurer. And this is what I was talking about this morning. Set off, lovely and sunny. Then it started clouding over, and now we've got thunder and lightning. I'm getting ready for putting my boots on. The hill behind is completely gone. Winter is on its way. Good morning. Our story today starts at Maidenneck Castle. We're coasting over the mountains towards Fetiere. Rather than using the coastal route, we decided to come up into the mountains. It's a little bit cooler and it's a lot more scenic. So we've pulled in here yesterday at this castle, and it's surprising because this place has been set up for tourists, but it's never ever been used. I mean, there's something like a cafe there, this toilet block, there's like a ticket office, there's even trader stalls just there, but nothing's been used. And when you read the reviews, it's been like this for about 5 or 6 years. So nothing here whatsoever for tourists. However, it makes a great park up. So we sat outside last night, sat outside this morning having breakfast. A little bit of a view down the valley, but the view is obviously much better from up at the top there. Also, these picnic areas are great because they do have toilets, and usually behind the toilets there's a manhole cover where you can empty your toilet cassette. So that's been good. No water here, so we're going to have to find some water. These have been here, so we've got rid of our rubbish. But yeah, we do need water this morning. Helen's done some washing. We're down to about 48% or something like that. So still got 180 litres, something like that. So we're not desperate, but we are going to call for water this morning somewhere. But yeah, right, okay. We'll have a walk up to the top. There's a couple of things I want to show you up there. These must be the worst steps ever. The chippings in between the logs are actually lower than the logs, so you've got to put your foot on the log itself. But like I said, it's not being used. All set up for tourists, and then never been used. I mean, you can see how overgrown this is. Right, try not to fall off. You can see this rock is colossal. And that one down there is just as big. And you can see on this one, again, I'm going to be really careful. In fact, I'm going to get down before I start spinning around. Look at that. It's got to be a good 10 foot, be 12 foot maybe, and then 3 foot wide. That's all I've brought you up here for. I mean, don't get me wrong, the view is fantastic, but the size of them stones are even better. Right, we're going to push on now. We're still heading towards Fethiye, but we're going the mountain route rather than the coastal route. No real big plans. It's just a case of spend some time up in the hills here. It's a little bit cooler. Also, it gives Helen a chance to get her cameras out and film some wildlife on the trail cameras. So that's really good. She caught porcupine last night. But yeah, if you really like the wildlife, and we've caught some amazing wildlife on this trip, check out Helen's channel. Yeah. But yes, so we're still pushing west towards Fethiye, but we're going to stop in the mountains for, I'm going to say, probably another 3 or 4 days. We shall see. Right, off we go.
What have we done?
You don't know. Coming to have a look at his bike, I think. Good morning.
Good morning. Driving license, please.
Driving license?
Okay.
Yep.
Where are you going?
Fethiye.
Fethiye.
Holiday days.
Holidays.
Yeah, them sort of really.
Fethiye working.
Yeah, you work in Fethiye, yeah?
6 years.
6 years.
Okay, Holidays, Gojek.
Yeah.
Do you just need that?
That's international. This is our first time we've been stopped. That's vehicle papers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Motorcycle papers, okay?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I'll just pull here. My wife is.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Yeah, that's the first time we've been stopped by the police in Turkey for a check. They're just random checks. You get them on all major and minor roads. Normally they're checking the papers of the Turkish people, but obviously on this mountain road not much happens here, and that's it. All's good. I did get, I'll show you this while I'm here. Oh, while I'm talking about it. From the post office, it's about £5, and basically it's an international driving permit. I do recommend you get one of these from the post office. I think they're valid until 2026, so they're valid for 2 years, these ones. Helen's got bread. So yeah, this basically, you tell them what countries you're visiting, and they'll stamp up the international driving permit, the countries that you're visiting. So yeah, it's much easier for the guys, the police doing the checks to read.
What was that all about then? You don't normally stop for a vehicle?
Yeah, it's just one of them things. It's just.
Well,
Yeah, well. So we've come out of the valley to the top of the hill, and lo and behold, we've got a water point. This is a tap type one, which seemed to work a little bit better, seemed to have a little bit more pressure than some of the others. But yeah, the blue hose pipe again we're using rather than the shrinky, because like I said, there isn't a lot of pressure. Even though it's fast flowing, there's not a lot of pressure, so the blue hose pipe has been paramount on this one. Not many cars on this road. We're well out in the sticks here, and we seem to be in like the apple farming part of it now. We seem to, all the way through Turkey, we've start off with melons and all sorts of fruit, but like I said, now we're in the apple part of it, so apple growing area. But, right, okay, catch you soon. Right, apologies, I've just realised I've had the GoPro on 280 frames per second. We filmed some lightning the day before yesterday, and yeah, 280 frames per second. So if it's a bit wobbly, that's because the rock steady weren't on. And yeah, okay, so this is tonight's camp. Got the camper level now, so that's always a task that you've got to do virtually every day, so you do get good at it. I've collected some firewood. I'm ready to start a fire. Helen is just putting a third camera out down here. But yeah, look, we had I won't say a lovely sunset, that would be lying, but the sun actually went behind the cliff there, which was a little bit early. It would be much better going down into the valley, but yeah, no one's been past, and we've been here now for about 4 hours. So I think it's safe to say we've got this place to ourselves. Had a nice tea. I've just taken off some of the dash cam footage for today, and that's it really. I'm going to get a fire going now, maybe crack open a beer, but that's it. So I'm going to say good night, and we'll catch you tomorrow. That's been a little bit of a drive this morning. The first part alright, and then the second part were just like village after village after village. And yeah, the worrying thing is we've got another 80 or 90 kilometres on this road to get to the Tazan National Park. So yeah, it's a single track road, and this actually is doing the road justice, because back there, as you've just seen, were just an absolute bloody nightmare. So we've just stopped here for lunch. We're only had about half an hour. We've got no idea where we're parking tonight. If we make the national park, could be somewhere in the national park, or from now on, from this point, we're going to start looking for places just to park. So somewhere nice, somewhere cool, a little bit of scenery, a little bit of wildlife, a little bit of water would be nice. Don't know. Right, good morning. While I just wait for the oil to get down into the engine, I'll show you where we stopped last night. So this was last night's camp, just off the new road what they're building. So we had a massive problem yesterday getting to the national park. We're just on the outskirts of the national park, but this new road causes a problem. Roadworks. Not only that, we had to go down for a couple of villages, and we spent about 2.5 hours getting through these villages. There was already a bypass road in place, but neither the Garmin sat-nav or Google knew about the route, so we wasted 2.5 hours yesterday just trudging through these villages, which were quite annoying because they were very tight, very narrow, low power cables and everything. So yeah, so this is where we pulled off. It's quite nice, actually quite a nice area, but you can see there's quite a lot of rubbish around, which is a real shame really, because it is nice. A bit of a dried up riverbed just behind, and over behind us there you can see we've got two nice hills, really nice. So I'm checking the oil this morning. That annoying little squeak has come back on the front, which I think now is from the front springs, so I'm going to try to get some oil around them somewhere. I sprayed them last week with WD-40, cured it for a couple of days, and now it's come back a little bit, so I'm going to try to find that this morning. And we're a company of, well, several poachers, but this one here we've nicknamed Dopey. You're really a good dog, aren't you? Gave him some food, and we left the dishes out last night. Always leave like a water dish out, but woke up this morning and that's our doormat. So he's been playing.
He's trying to attack us. He's protected us.
Yeah, the doormat may have been trying to attack us, and he's obviously protected us. So dopey dog. So yeah, that's it really. So we're going to be pushing on this morning, and we're going to be pushing hopefully into a national park where we can find a really nice park up for a couple of nights, I'm sure.